Have you ever wondered how can we create a pistol using SecureCast? In this video, I'll show you how you can create features such as muzzle flash, reloading, ammo counter, and add gorgeous animations. This is a series where we create specific guns like shotguns, rifles, pistols, etc. I'll show you the exact step-by-step process of creating a pistol. Alright, before we start, if you don't know how to use SecureCast, you need to watch this video on the screen. You have to click on the cards above. So anyways, now let's get started. So firstly, we are going to make a gun by opening toolbox, then searching a gun. We have to take this pistol and then put it in the workspace and remove the unnecessary things. And the sounds be here. Then rename this sound to fire. And rename unequipped to unequipped. It looks much better now. Next, we will make an attachment which is called muzzle. So this is going to be a muzzle flash. Yep, right here it is going to be. And then we need a muzzle flash particles. You need to take these advanced muzzle flash particles and then put all of these inside the muzzle attachment. Let's change the direction of all the particles. If you want to do that, you can just use the emission direction property, which is probably going to be right, I think. Yeah, it's right. Okay. Next, we need to disable all the particles. Yep, much better. And then put all of these parts outside. Next, we need to add a module script for settings. Inside the table, you need to add ammo, which is going to be 12, and then fire rate, which is going to be 0.23. Next, we are going to add a folder called animations. We will be needing an animation for idle, then fire, and lastly reload. Next, we need the animations for the guns. I think it is R15 gun animations. Yeah, this one. This exact model right here. Drag it into the workspace. And then go to avatar, open animation editor. Then put it here. You have to click on the dummy, and then if you want to check the animation, press space to play. This is the pistol shooting animation, so we can just make the animation priority to action 4 and then publish. Make sure that you publish the animations by yourself and not use this ID, or else it's not going to play because I own it. Next, you need to get the pistol idle. So basically it's going to be pistol bolt. So this is going to be looking like this. Looks good. Make sure that this is looped, and then make this action published, and repeat the process. Now copy this ID and then paste it here. Now we get the reload animation for pistol. This one looks good. So we will just do action 3 for this and then publish to Roblox. Perfect. Now we can put it in the reload. So now we are done with that. Next, we can put it in the starter pack and rename this to custom. And lastly, we need to add the SecureCast module. If you want to know how you can implement it, please watch the video where I'll just insert from file and then click the SecureCast RBXM file. So SecureCast and then create folder for the engine, then a subfolder called modules. Put the SecureCast module in the modules folder. Perfect. Now that we have done that, we have to make a server script, and then in the client we need to make a client script. I don't have to explain much, just follow what I'm doing. So local replicated storage equal to game get service replicated storage, then engine replicated storage dot engine equal to local modules equal to engine dot modules. We will just space this out and then add the SecureCast module. So require modules dot SecureCast. And then next we need to add another folder called remotes, because we are going to add remote events in here. So let's call this fire, and then we'll make a we'll require the remotes folder. So remotes, then fire event remotes dot fire, then fire event dot on server function. Then we will get the player, we will get the origin, we will get the direction, we will get the timestamp, and lastly we will get the weapon, which is going to be a tool. So we will just make a variable called latency, which is workspace get server time minus the timestamp. Next, we have to use the SecureCast module, so we'll just initialize the function here, and then we will add a SecureCast function. So we will add the following things. In here we will just name this gun.name and origin, direction, then the timestamp, and we will add an instance in the, also we will add a subfolder in here too. So it could be folder projectile, and then we will use the SecureCast bullet, but we will modify it a little bit to look good. So let's do it like this. Yep, much better. Now we can make it green and then put it in the projectile folder. We can now make a variable for it. So local bullet projectile equal to replicated story. In engine.projectile.bullet. Make sure that it's a bullet, or else if you name it something else, it would error the script. Okay. Okay, we added the bullet. Now we are going to use the remote event again. So fire event, fire all clients, and then we will add the player, the gun, not the gun name, because we are going to do something too. So next the origin, the direction, then also we need to add a modifier too. So local modifier equal to table power equal to 1_00, and then put the modifier right here, and then put it right here too. Now we are done with the server part. Now we have to go through the client part. So we will just copy these variables for now and paste it in the client, and then add some extra variables. So players, game get service, players, and then local user input service equal to game get service user input service. And also don't forget to add a folder called characters, or else the script is not going to work at all. So now that we have done that, we can just make an input begin function, and then add input and game processed event. Game processed event checks if the player is chatting or not, or else it would still trigger the action if the player is typing in the chat. So if input dot user input type equal to enum.user enum dot user input type dot mouse button, then we will check that if the player has equipped the gun or not. So we'll make a new variable called current tool, which is equal to null for now. We can use this player's characters to get the player. So player into players dot local player, then character equal to player dot character or player dot character added weight. Then we will add player dot character added connect function, and then we will check character added, which is character equal to character added. And then so now I'll make a category for function separately for organization of the code. So it would be like this, and then we'll do the same for here. Perfect, this looks good. So local function, then equip. So we will add a child, which is going to be an instance. If child dot class name equal to tool, then we'll put current tool equal to child, and then we will add unequip, which is going to be nil. So next we will add player dot, we will add character dot child added connect equip, and then so we do the same character dot child remove unequip, and then copy these functions and paste it right about here. The equip and unequip function is going to work. So we will also going to add something. Next we have to do another check. So child dot find first child handle. If there is an handle, then child dot handle find first child. That is going to be equip. The sound basically, so that this won't error at all. And then we have to go child dot handle dot equip play. Actually, we will just do this like this. So current tool, and then we will also make another variable called current settings. So put this right here, and then require current tool dot settings. We are basically requiring this module right here, and then we will do the same right here too. So this would be nil, and we will also check if this is there, the unequipped sound. So child dot handle dot unequipped play. Okay, and here my bad, so I have to make this handle. Now test the game. As you can see, when you equip, there's going to be a sound plate. When you also unequip, there's going to be a sound plate. Perfect. Now that we have done that, we need to work on the shooting. So if the current tool is equal to nil, then return end. So local muzzle, which is going to be current tool dot handle dot muzzle, and then the mouse position. So we need to get the mouse. So local mouse player get mouse, and then copy this and paste it. Get the mouse position and then paste it dot position, and lastly origin, which is muzzle dot world position, and then direction, which is going to be mouse position minus the origin dot unit. Perfect. So we're going to get SecureCast. So SecureCast dot cast, which is player, then current tool dot name, then origin, direction, and then the timestamp. So workspace gets server time. Then we will get the bullet, so bullet projectile, and then modify. Okay, now we need to fire it for the server. So in the server, we have made these parameters. So we copy this and paste it here. Remove that, and then put it current tool, and then change this to workspace get server time. Perfect. Now we have done that. Next we need to go for fire event dot on clients, and then function. We are going to get these parameters, and then we're going to change this to caster, and then in the if statement we have to check if caster is not equal to player. Then cast the SecureCast, and then we'll do caster gun dot name, and then origin, direction, workspace gets server time bullet projectile, and then let's change this variable name to underscore. So we will copy this and paste it here. Lastly, in here we will add a gun firing. We'll also do the same right here, so that it's going to be fired for the player. So when I test the game in a local server, oh my bad, so in here I have to remove this, and also don't forget to rename this to pistol, or else this is not going to work. So now we can do a local server. Now I equip the gun. As you can see, the bullets are projecting based on where I'm going to click. Next, we are going to add ammo to the game. So in here, we'll go to the properties. In attributes, we'll go make this a number and call this ammo. Then save. Make this 12, basically exactly as this much only, and then we will just make sure if the current tool get attribute ammo is less than equal to 0, then return end. So this will check if the player has ammo or not. Next we will copy this, create a current tool, then set attribute. This is going to be ammo, and then paste it, then subtract the ammo. We have to make the reload function. So local function reload, that is going to be a bool value. So reloading equal to false. So if reloading equal to true, then return end. Reloading equal to true, and then reloading equal to false. Temporary wait, this is going to be only 2 seconds, and then we will make the player ammo current tool set attribute ammo to current settings dot ammo. Perfect. We'll do a little change here. So we will put it right here, and then add current settings, which is not equal to nil, and then else if input dot key code equal to enum dot key code dot r, then we will use the reload function. Perfect. Now we have done that, we will add a reloading equal to true, then return end. So this will force the player to not shoot. Next we will make fire rate, which is going to be also an variable, so can shoot equal to true if we see that can shoot is equal to false, then it won't shoot. So can shoot equal to false, then it would become true after a certain amount of time. So current settings dot fire rate. We are done with that. We can test the game. As you can see, I'm spamming the gun. It is shooting at a fire rate, and my gun ammo is finished too. I'm trying to click, and let me reload. It would take 2 seconds, and then I can shoot. Next we need to make an ammo counter. So screen GUI, which is going to be ammo ammo UI, and then text label, which is going to be right here. And then we will make the text to monostrate, and then we will scale this, then make the background transparent, and then make the color to white, then 0/0. This is how this is going to look like. So we'll just remove the text for now, we don't need it. Next, we will create a run service function. So we need to add the variable first. So run service game get service, run service. So run service dot render step colon connect function if current tool is not equal to nil and current settings is not equal to nil, then we will check player GUI wait for child ammo UI dot text label dot text equal to current tool get attribute ammo dot and then in quotations we will add slash dot, then we will add current settings dot ammo. So this will check the current ammo in the gun, and it will check the maximum ammo. So that is done. Next we have to make the animations work and the muzzle flash work. So animation tracks equal to table. So we'll just make this animation tracks equal to idle. And before we do that, we need to add a variable called animator, which is character wait for child humanoid dot animator. So animator is going to be load animation. I can just do this animator, and then we will add current tool dot animations dot idle, and then fire equal to animator dot load animation current tool dot animations dot fire. Or you can just copy this and paste it here and call this reload. Now we can just copy this. We can just use this variable. So animation tracks, then idle play, and then copy this and paste it right here, and then make this file. And lastly, in the reload, replace this and add reload. Then we will just copy this and paste it, then dot stop wait. So we are done with the animations part. We can test it if you want. So when you hold the gun, as you can see, it is firing the gun. Next we need to add the muzzle flash. So let's make a function for that. So muzzle flash for underscore b in ipairs current tool dot handle dot muzzle get children, then do v dot enabled equal to false, true, make this true, then task dot weight 0.03, and then do this, make this false, copy this, and then go to and make this task dot spawn, and bam, we are done with this. We have made the muzzle flash. Now we need to make some changes to the velocity of the bullet. Let's make it 200, and then change the damage to 30, and then let's make 2 teams. So team red and then team blue. So let's test the game. As you can see, the muzzle flash looks very good. It looks very modernized. And if you want to remove this, we have to go to pistol again and then comment this out. Next, we need to make the colors red. Now let's make this blue. Now we can do a local server. Now we have opened the server. So let me equip the gun, as you can see. And this another player, I can see his animation. When I shoot the gun, the animations work too. I think the muzzle flash needs to be there. Let me do that real quick. So in order to do that, we have to actually change this to current tool, and then we can just, and then we have to do this like this. So muzzle flash, then current tool, and then copy this and paste it here, and then add gun instead. Okay, now I believe it's going to work. So the muzzle flash is also going to simulate for the other player. As you can see, it works. Okay, I think I can damage the player too. Still works. Lastly, before we end the video, we should actually go to the reload function and then check if current tool get attribute ammo is equal to current settings ammo, then return end. So basically this is checking if the player has full ammo or not. Also, if you don't want to use traditional remote events and you want a faster way to execute them, there's going to be a video popping up on the screen. Click here.